Hi everybody, I'm gonna give you the last 4 videos really quick, and then you won't see me tomorrow because I'm spending time with my dad. So, alright. Act Like You Love Me is a movie that was made in 2013. It stars Essence Atkins and Kristen Keys. Essence Atkins was in a movie with Monica Arnold, Love Song in 2000. So that's how I know her. And Kristen Keys is in another movie, which I'm going to do a video about right after this, called Black Coffee, made in 2014. All right, so this story centers around Kelly and Chad and Susan and Carlton. Now, Kelly is a successful dentist, and her sister Susan is engaged to a guy who everybody thinks is a perfect man. So Kelly thinks she has to impress her family and have a boyfriend so she won't get asked questions about why are you still single, that kind of stuff. So she hires Chad, who's an actor, to play her boyfriend for a weekend. Now, they met before in a nightclub, and it's really funny because this guy who thought he was going to be a rapper is convinced he's going to be a rapper, tried to hit on her first, and she tries to politely decline, but he's not taking the message. So then Chad walks up, and tries to be nice and kind of hit on her, and she says, "I'm not really looking for anybody, so please excuse me." And she's hanging out with her friend, Tiana. So Tiana says, "Well, what's the problem? He was cute, he seemed nice." And so after, when she finds out when she thinks she needs a boyfriend to go to her house, then she hires Chad. Okay. The thing is, Chad didn't do it for the money. Chad wanted to get to know her. And I think Chad is the only one of her boyfriends who tells her that she's self-centered, uptight, and too, I don't know, too restrictive with men. Like, they have to act a certain way for her to even like them and stuff like that. So, so it turns out that the whole family is hiding secrets. Okay, and the mother's played by Lynn Whitfield, and the father's played by Glenn Turman. Glenn Turman was the professor who married Jaleesa on A Different World, also. Okay. So, turns out the mother is drinking more than everybody thinks. Turns out the boyfriend or the fiance isn't as great as everybody thinks he is. He's in financial trouble, and he's only marrying Susan because she's going to get a trust fund in about a month. And so he thinks that she can bail him out of his problems with the money. And yet he has chicks on the side. And I mean chicks, multiple women on the side. So, yeah. So it all comes out before the engagement party, the day of the engagement party, actually. Because, now he, I don't know. I'm gonna be as nice as possible, but he sleeps with their cousin and convinces her that he's gonna pay off the debt and then be with her. So she's upset when he doesn't tell the truth. And she says, "I thought you were gonna pay off your debt and then be with me." And so, then the whole family knows what's going on. So the brother threatens to hit him and hit him so hard, knocks him in the pool. But his father, Glenn Turman, says, "No, son, I got it. Don't worry about it." He knocks him in the pool, And then Kelly and Chad leave, but then they get back together because she realizes that she was too hard on him and whatever. And then she says that in the very beginning of the movie, he calls her, Christian Keyes calls Essence Atkins' character a tease because he wouldn't sleep with her, right? Or no, she wouldn't sleep with him. So anyway, she says, well, I think I'm worth the wait. So then at the very end of the movie, they jump 3 years into the future and they finally, so she says, was it worth it? And he says, yeah, every second. So it's kind of cute, whatever. But yeah, but it just goes to show, I took the lesson to be, just goes to show that like what you think somebody looks like or what you perceive the situation to be might not be the entire situation. So don't judge somebody by their cover or don't judge it by what you think it is because you never know. And the person who you think has a perfect relationship could be in a lot of trouble, and or the person you think is perfect is not so perfect. So yeah, but it's a good movie. I did laugh all the way through. It's 2 hours and something, I think, or like an hour and a half. I don't know. My films vary between an hour and a half and 2 hours, and it's not because I can't focus, because I watch I watch It's a Wonderful Life, and that's 3 hours. But my movies tend to be an hour and a half, 2 hours. But it's worth the watch. Really, it is. It's a good movie. So.